Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Barry Chappell coming to you live from Hollywood, California, home of the PrimeTime Shopping Network studios. And I just want to say hello. Hope all of you had a great, great, great Christmas. And I'm going to wish you all a Happy New Year's. Even though it's a few days away, I'm optimistic, Wilson. For everybody, have a Happy New Year's, except for you, Wilson. I've seen it. I talked to the... Never mind. I'm just having fun with Wilson. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I got a big show tonight. I have 3D art by Charles Fazzino. I have a very, very, very tough Peter Max to get anybody get their hands on. I have a Remington bronze cast here. Got a Magic Johnson. I got the David Lloyd Glovers. Oh, I got a great show, big show. Oh, where should I start? I don't know. Where would you start, Patty? I'll tell you where I'm going to start. Two places. Ashley,
Yes, sir.
right up on the other side of Wilson
Yes.
is that I thought I had already sold. Yeah, John Mylan, and I got one Michael Schofield. That's it. But I'm going to show you the John Mylan. This to me, there's an old Chinese saying, Wilson, what is yours will find you. This painting is looking for somebody. This was done by John Mylan. He runs an art institute. He's been an artist his whole life. He has trained some of the best names in modern art. John Mylan, this hung in his own house. This is one of the most incredible pieces. I need you to get lost in it for a second and take a look at this, Wilson. I thought we sold this last week. I was sure of it. We were boxing it up. BC 2765. This is a perfect painting. It is as good as it ever gets. And I thought I was lowballing everybody when I put a retail at $35,000 because some of his amazing works have gone for far more than $35,000. This is a Marquette. In other words, this was the first piece in a series he did called Transcend. This is the first one, the original, the Marquette that was used to make that entire series. What is yours will find you. If this painting is talking to you, we auctioned it, one sale, I'm trying to remember, but it was $4,500, $4,000 it sold, and then the sale, something happened, changed their mind. Here's what I want to do. This is as good as art ever gets. If this painting is talking to you, if you're looking at that and go, wow, it's changing before my eyes. I see the beauty of this piece called Transitions. It's just amazing. Here's what I can do. I got a very, very special price, a fraction of retail. Call us up because I got a price. It was already be shipped and something happened. Then I'm going to show you pictures of my new little doggy playing with Ginger, my old little doggy. Yes. I'm going to show you pictures of Pretty Boy Floyd. That's what I named my new dog, Pretty Boy Floyd. I got a price so cheap in mind. I just want you to think about this. It's going to be cheaper than we auctioned it for, and I just want someone that goes, wow, that is amazing. If you buy this painting from me and you don't like it, you call me. You'll love it. It is will change before your eyes. This is a John Milan original. Oil and acrylic on canvas. And I got a special secret off-air price, including shipping and everything. And you just got to call one of the operators and we'll make it happen. Oh, that's just beautiful. Now, Ashley,
yes, sir.
What I'm going to do is take this painting down and put the last Michael Schofield I own on the easel. Look at that. Wilson, is that beautiful or what? Yeah, Wilson's giving it the thumbs up. I hope everybody had a great Christmas. I'm going to show you pictures of my new dog with Ginger. For some reason, this is the last
2748.
2748 oil on canvas. Once again, old Chinese saying, what is yours will find you. This might be the night this one finds you. We painted this in 2021. Look at that. Michael Schofield is in the $1 billion Arm & Hammer art collection. Michael Schofield painted for Hubs Historical. He sold mini paintings for over $100,000. He sold a triptych for $180,000 of his abstract work. He's one of the best known landscape artists, and he's 76 right now. Is that what it is? How old?
74.
74. Well, we'll pull the graphics up on this. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I got to kick the tires here, Wilson. I don't know if we have any tires. Do we have anything rubber in here? Yeah, I guess. You know, if lightning hits you, Wilson, hits a roof, what would stop it from coming down and electrocuting you? Nothing. Well, you're wearing tennis shoes. All right, here's what I'm going to do. You got a $25,000, $30,000 Michael Schofield. He is retired. He shut down his studio. He is no longer painting. He quit. His friends have even verified it. I wish I had hundreds of his work. I don't. This is the only one. Here's what I'm going to do. Where would you start on this, Patty or Ashley or Giuliani? Would you start? Where would you start?
Where the waves take it.
I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this so cheap. If it don't open, I'm happy. $800 to open. $100 increments. Look at those waves crashing. And it is just amazing. Red skies at night, sailor's delight. Red skies by morn, sailors take warn. This is one of his great paintings. Look at that. He has sold so many paintings in the $50,000 to $200,000 range. Michael Schofield, unbelievable. He did a lot of paintings for Stephen J. Canal Productions. They did all those shows in the 70s and 80s, the Rockford Files, the shows at the hospitals, and you know, and you'd see that looks like a Schofield. Well, it was his work. This is unbelievable. He painted this in 2021. All it takes is $800 to open. And I will even pay shipping, Ashley. Go Barry.
Go Barry.
Get your game on.
Go Barry.
Hey, I started watching that movie for the first time, about 28, 32 minutes in it. Barbie.
What?
Yes.
And?
Interesting take on Barbie. I like the opening scene when the little girls break their dolls.
I've never seen this.
Oh, it's legendary.
It was in
No open at 800. Glad I put a minimum on it. Oh, that would have been something if I hadn't. Now, no open once. Ooh. No open twice. Fair and final. No open. All right, here's what I'm going to do. We had a lot of people that wanted this work of art by David Lloyd Glover. And actually, I'm gonna A Flower Path for Your Love. Yes. That's A Flower Path for Your Love. This was done by David Lloyd Glover. The same David Lloyd Glover that sold millions upon millions of dollars of art in Japan for art brilliance. His work was considered dowry ready. But I got to interrupt this show. This is Pretty Boy Floyd at his follow-up at the vet a few days ago. That's Pretty Boy Floyd. He is getting better. Pretty Boy Floyd was oh, look at that. We're still trying to figure out what kind of dog he is. Yeah, no, everybody in there's going lucky. Yeah. The story on Pretty Boy Floyd is this is what he looked like when I found him. I found him under a concrete picnic table. And some people thought he was dead. And I took him to the vet. And the vet quickly saw under his neck, he had that wound where a coyote bit him. And once the coyote bites a dog, the coyote then, Wilson, what they do is they just start flopping the dog back and forth, trying to kill it. That broke 5 of Pretty Boy Floyd's ribs. That's why he is wrapped up tight in that to try and let his ribs heal. He is a great little guy. He cute as a button. They believe he's 5 to 7 years old, and I'm keeping Floyd. Look at that. Now look at that picture, Wilson. Is that a pretty dog? I don't know if a lot of people know, but one reason, Wilson, I named him Pretty Boy Floyd was, this is how dumb I am, Patty. He was sleeping there, and I didn't want to wake him up, so I checked his sex, and I looked real fast, and I told everybody it's a girl. Then I got him to the vet, and I go, it's a girl, and she goes, well, what the hell is that? I go, boy, I must be woke. Yeah. So I'm thinking it's a boy, and, you know, pretty soon a few people came up with the term Pretty Boy Floyd. Now, in the early 1930s, late 1920s, there was a bank robber. His name was Floyd. He went by Pretty Boy Floyd. What he would do is he'd rob banks all through the Midwest and the South. But once, if he had time, once he robbed the bank, he would have the vice president, or somebody in charge bring all the loan documents out. And he would burn them on the floor. It's not like today we got microfilm and copy upon copy. Farmers loved him because the bank would have to say, you owe us a payment. The farmer would go, what? I already paid it off. Check your records and stuff like that. So he was a folk hero for the farmers for burning everybody's mortgage documents up. That's Pretty Boy Floyd. I can't guarantee you my Floyd is going to set anybody on fire, bank deals or anything like that.
Michael and Diane say Muttenheimer.
What's that?
They say Muttenheimer.
Muttenheimer? Yeah, wait, I don't know what's in that dog, but anyway, this was a David Lloyd Glover. He was talking about how his art was dowry worthy, and someone bought several of his pieces and then decided to cancel the next day, and that happens occasionally, but this is amazing. And I got a special price on this David Lloyd Glover. Hang on, Ashley. Let me turn this off. Somebody happy. Someone's going to go, that is a path to he or her's heart.
Mr. S says that's very nice of you to take him in.
Oh, thank you, Mr. S. I like the dog. I can't leave a dog. Once I knew he was alive, I gotta do it. I can't. I can't. Tell you what I'm gonna do. I think we sold this for $4,000 or something like it. Watch this. This is a after Christmas, before New Year's special. I'll tell you what, you want a deal of a lifetime, $1,500 to open. $200 increments once we get the open. That is one of the greatest David Lloyd Glovers. Comes with a cert from David Lloyd Glover. He's been in galleries up and down Rodeo Boulevard in Beverly Hills. This would be in a gallery for $35,000, $45,000. David Lloyd Glover is as good as it gets, and every aspect of the painting is absolutely perfect. At $1,500, you're living well. Yeah, I got a good show. Got a lot of nice stuff tonight. I hope everybody's not just stuff from Christmas. Oh boy. Did you get what you were hoping for, Wilson? No? Did you get anything you were hoping for? No. Were you hoping to get something? And you didn't even get it. No Red Ryder BB gun, nothing, huh? All right. I'm going to put this back, and then I have one other. Oh, I know where it is. Oh, now what you got to do, Wilson, on this one, everybody's got to go, Hail Caesar! I hope this is Julius Caesar. This is Caesar, right?
I would say so.
You know what Caesar's thinking right now to you, Ashley?
2845.
No, not only is item number 2845, he's going, where the hell are my arms? I mean, I had them when they made this. Did the dog chew them off? Where is it? No, I have no idea. But what David Lloyd Glover can do is capture a moment in time, and his palette, his ability to make all the colors, the shadow, light, everything perfect is second to none.
Michael and Diane say Wilson was hoping for a ball.
A ball? A ball. Mr. Wilson from Dennis the Menace. Tell you what, Ashley, what do I need on this? Because this is a beautiful David Lloyd Glover. Yeah, 1,500 to open also. And I'll tell you what, I am too superstitious. Ashley, I gotta sell something. Here's what I'm gonna do. Make me some offers. I've priced these less than I priced them when David Lloyd Glover was here. They all come like this. With this, the painting is not only signed David Lloyd Glover, the shirt is signed by David Lloyd Glover, and when he painted it, get me close, call me. I'm going to make a sale right now, I hope. That one was done in 2005. This one right here was done in 1998. Whoa, early Glover. Call me up. Make me some offers on either of the two, one, two, or both. Make me some offers. I got to hear the cash register drawer open, just like Pretty Boy Floyd liked to listen for. Oh, I can feel it. Someone's going to call. Now, we can actually view how many people are watching us online, right? Now, Matt, have you ever had a negative number? Oh, boy. No negatives yet. Make me an offer, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to sell you David Lloyd Glover. Cheaper than anybody can get. I'm going to put up a 2-minute clock. Look at that. On that garden piece, that is $35,000 in a gallery. I've opened it. It's so cheap, people don't even believe it's real, but it is. But call me. Someone's going to call. What are you eating there, Ashley? Oh, no, I had some of Jack's candy. I offered Matt a piece, and I offered the other guy from Tan Network a piece, but I gave him a caveat. Wilson, I said there are 14 pieces of candy here. One will kill you outright. One will make you really sick. One will make you very happy and wealthy. Pick your candy. Hey, he's still alive. He didn't pick the wrong piece. Hey, Jay. All right, you picked the right piece of candy. So, Ashley, no one? I mean, I'll entertain some offers. Not yet. Okay, I'm going to move this aside. Wilson, did you see that bronze right there? That Remington, recast Remington? Where did I have these? Oh, I had one. It doesn't matter, but do you see that? Why is that horse a little bit spooked? Yes, there's a rattlesnake there. Do you see the rattlesnake, Wilson? I will turn it. Actually, I don't know if a lot of people believe this, but because we go out internationally, in China, right now they can see the rattlesnake. It's only in America you can't. Now you will see it right there. Now some poor family in China is going, what happened to the rattlesnake? All right, that's not true. I made it up. It's not true at all. But this is a bronze Remington, some kind of marble base. Ashley and I saw one online, not even about this size. What'd they want for that online? Like $2,900 or something. It was a lot of money. I'm not going to charge anywhere near that. All right, Ashley, let's have some fun with this one. But yeah, retail about $2,900. Tell you what, you get the snake, you get the horse, You get the cowboy, you get it all. Tell you what, start at zero, $100 increments. And that is bronze, which is mainly copper, which has a value. I'm starting at zero, $100 increments. On Remington, rattlesnake. Have you ever known anybody bit by a snake, Wilson? All right, now if was it, were you the guy that sucked the poison out? No, you just let them die. No, did the person live? Was it a rattlesnake? We have 100, thank you. It was a cottonmouth. Ooh, a water moccasin. Yeah, those, they can, we're at $100, folks. The marble base, but anyway, it's worth more than 100. I can't. Look at that. That's copper. That's why people, when they ransack a house and want to steal something, they steal all the copper pipe. That's what's in this Bronco, but well, no, this rattlesnake. $100 looking for two. Folks, we saw one on an eBay site for $2,400 before we even went on. Look at that, $100. Give me about a minute clock, Matt. Water moccasin. Do you have anything to do with the guy getting bit by the runner? So, did you witness a water moccasin? 200 has been bid. Now, what did the water moccasin, did they call the paramedics? One Adam 12, what did they do? Folks, nobody could buy one of these for 200. This is a large and heavy Remington recast.
300?
Who's got 300?
Mr. and
Mrs. M. You know what Mr. and Mrs. M upside down are?
Mr. and Mrs. W?
W, yes. They know that, I know that, you know that. We're at $300. Going once. $300. This is cheap. $300 going twice. All in. All said. Sold to Mr. and Mrs. M. Ashley, be careful of that rattlesnake.
I'm afraid of no snake.
Oh yeah, watch this. You see it? Now grab it, grab it.
You got me. You got me. Well, I'm telling you.
All right, Ashley, I'm going to sell this final Schofield. It sounds like a master script for a. Can you put the Schofield back on the easel?
Sorry.
Yeah, just like a movie, The Last Schofield. Right here, done in 2021. We'll even show you on the back. See, signed on the back and dated. This is it. He tore his studio down. He retired. David Lloyd Glover was a friend of his, and a couple other people said, no, it's true. He stopped painting. There's no bread. He just quit. And
2748.
2748. Here is the last Michael Schofield. There's magic in this painting. And I'll show you. Here is, for example, here is, just to give you an idea, this is bigshotartist.com. Piece a little bit bigger than this. Schofield's biggest sellers called Poplar Grove. Original oil painting, $48,500. And that was 2007. So that was 17 years ago, 16 years ago. 17. Almost 18. Here is a pastel that Michael Schofield did. $18,999. Whoever that eBay seller is, you're getting too cute with the nines. You get the picture. This is the only Schofield I have. If you ever wanted to get one, now would be the time, because he has no studio. He quit. And here's what I'm going to do, Patty. Watch this. I'm even going to take it down. $700 to open, $100 increments. You ever want a Michael Schofield? I think that one is just a dream. That is so fantastic. All the motion with the water. I mean, he created more movement. When you look at it, it's hard to believe that's a flat surface. I'm looking at it in the monitor, I'm going, man, what is that, three-dimensional? No, that's a flat surface. But he did it so well. I can't even buy most Schofields at $700. And I've known him for 25 years, 30 years. Someone's going to buy this. I hope. Got Charles Fazzino. Got some really rare Peter Maxes. Oh, that would have been a deal. No open once. No open twice. Fair. Is that an Aflac duck in my studio? All in, all said, no open. Okay. Ashley, what I'd like you to do is, you know what?
What?
There are 4 or 5 David Lloyd Glovers right back there. Pick the one you like the most. Were they interested on this one, Patty? No. Okay. This is Ashley's favorite David Lloyd Glover. And I hope everybody survived Christmas.
All right, well, since you know how I am, I have 2.
2 David Lloyd Glovers.
Yep. I tried to pick one, but look at this. This is water lilies, and this is orange flowers. Yeah, orange flowers. Yep. And
I think Monet painted over 300 or 250 of Monet's garden to get it right.
look at how incredible these are.
They are amazing. That's David
Look at
Lloyd
the water
Glover.
droplets on the lilies.
Yeah.
I'll put this one down here. Well, it doesn't take away from the
And
orange.
I'm going to...
Did this sell?
No. No, that's the last Schofield. Now, if I'm not mistaken, and I might be, Matt, don't we have like a short little film on David Lloyd Glover? I'm not sure. So, were you watched the water? Did you see the water moccasin swim up? Was it a friend of yours?
Yeah, it's at summer camp.
Summer camp. And you see the water moccasin coming through. What was your friend's name? Steve. Did you go, hey, Steve, there's a water moccasin ready to kill you? No. Why? You didn't like him that much, huh? Or you didn't have time?
Too fast. It happened
Too fast. Once he was bit, what did you do?
We were coming into the shore from canoes, and so we yelled for the counselors, and they came running and took care of us.
Steve just got bit by a big snake. My bad. I'm sorry. I apologize. Watch this. Ow. Don't do that again, Chappell. Do we have the film?
Yes.
What's that?
Yes, that's right.
Take a look at this.
I'm David Lloyd Glover, and art is my life. I've been an artist for the last 40 years. I've made my entire living working in the art field. When people ask me what my style is, I usually describe it as vivid impressionism, and that's because of the color palette that I use. And it's not so much about, am I a landscape painter, a seascape painter, or am I a still life painter, representational painter? I paint all things. There is a Glover signature. Collectors tell me there's something they see in my work, regardless of subject matter. They recognize my use of vivid colors, and there's a real resonance that they feel when they view one of my paintings, and particularly when they own one of the paintings. It has real emotional impact to them. When I was about 4 years old, my father took me to his favorite movie, and he took me to see Disney's Fantasia. And that was a whole wide world emotional thing that happened to me. You know, being in a big movie theater, the big screen, and seeing this artwork come to life, I was completely knocked off kilter. And my father explained to me that those aren't real things. I thought that was a real world. He said, no, those are all drawings. It was that mind-blowing experience that my father took me to that started me on this track of having to create, and I was voracious. I was drawing on everything. So they were getting me big stacks of paper, and I was filling them up as fast as I could, drawing everything that I saw on television, like Buck Rogers, Gene Autry, Roy Rogers. I mean, I was just out of my mind. It started there, and it never stopped. I'm always thinking of the person who is going to view the painting and what perspective they're going to have on it, particularly if they're going to be the owner of that painting. It becomes their personal possession and therefore their personal vision. The passion isn't to entertain me. It's not about what I think or what I feel so much. I think about what it would affect somebody else and how I could deeply impact their psyche. I want to bring out human emotions in a way that is calming, serene, exciting. If it's a brilliant sunset or something, it's all about emotions. That's what paint is. My paintings are really expressions of emotion. The moment that I realized I was gaining a reputation in art was when my Brentwood gallery was having an exhibition for me, and I walked into a very busy gallery full of people waiting to see me. I noticed that Olivia Newton-John was standing right in front of one of my paintings. I'm new to Los Angeles, and I'm going, wow, that's Olivia Newton-John. And we're just having a one-on-one conversation like I'm an equal to her. We live here in Los Angeles, and it's the entertainment capital of the world and certainly the creative center of the world. As a result of that, I've created a lot of paintings which celebrate the cultural history of Hollywood with famous icons of American pop culture. I did a painting of Django Reinhardt. He was the famous gypsy European jazz guitarist from the 1930s and 1940s. Anybody who plays guitar, that is his hero, because there's just nobody else like Django Reinhardt. I finished the painting, I took it in, and the gallery director said to me, dude, that's a great painting, but I don't know who the heck that is. Along comes Kim Campbell, Glenn Campbell's wife. She took one look at this painting, went, oh my God. And she ran back down the street, grabbed Glenn Campbell out of another store, took him up to the gallery and said, "Glenn, look at that." And of course, that was it. He fell in love. That is his hero. Glenn Campbell is one of the greatest guitarists in the world ever. His hero is Django Reinhardt. So Glenn Campbell bought the painting. I've had a lot of artists that inspire me. I was at a show of Andrew Wyeth. When you see an Andrew Wyeth original painting, you realize he's really an artist's artist. They're wonderful compositions. His sense of light, of time and place are just outstanding, and it's very inspiring. Another artist is John Sargent. Although he was a portrait painter of great renown, he was also a wonderful impressionist painter who had great facilities to paint just about anything. His ability to capture a place and time was just outstanding. He would pride himself in painting a whole string of pearls with essentially a single brushstroke. I grew up in a city called Victoria in British Columbia. I lived 6 doors down from Emily Carr, and she is probably one of the greatest impressionist painters that ever lived. And certainly in the realm of women painters, Emily Carr inspired Georgia O'Keeffe, and here I'm literally 6 doors down from her studio. The impact of seeing her work completely floored me. Her paintings were just unbelievable. For the way an artist thinks and how an artist approaches his life, I turned to my mentor, Sid Barron, who became, over the years, what's considered a Canadian national treasure in the world of art and published art. He and I became friends when I was about 18, I think, at the time, when I first met Sid. And I went to meet him at his studio, and I went down the hallway to that studio door, and it's blank, glass window, rapped on the window, door opens, and this guy who looked like Art Carney from the Honeymooners looked at me and he said, "Huh, what do you want?" And I said, "Well, my name is David Glover and I'm an artist and I really wanted to meet you and whatever." And he reached out and he grabbed me by the shirt and pulled me inside and said, "Get in here," closed the door. And he said, "Now what was that again?" At first he was a little shocked because nobody would ever come to his door. He was a recluse. But shortly thereafter we became fast friends and we became friends for years. And he really was my artistic mentor. He was not an artist who was telling me how to do things technically. It was really about philosophy, and it was about life experience. Sid prepared me for the rejection and sharing his life experience on what it's like as an artist to present your portfolio and constantly being rejected. And for me not to lose heart, expect to be rejected was what he would tell me. You make 10 presentations, you make 20 presentations, but eventually somebody will say yes and you'll be accepted. His guidance is what propelled me to pursue my career professionally.
昔々あるところに
One of the most poignant moments early in my career was I was invited to Tokyo to have a one-man show with an art dealer there known as Art Brilliant. And Art Brilliant was, certainly at the time, the largest art dealer in the world. I went to an exhibition where it was kind of beyond description. There was over 850 people. The pomp and circumstance they put on, the ceremony of having an artist there live and in person, to them was really something big. At that show, I was sold out that evening. It was just over 100 original paintings. I realized I had an awful lot of work to do because I signed an exclusive contract for Asia that went on for the next 17 years. Although it was very difficult to perform at such a high level for so many years, the result to me was that there really isn't anything that I can't do. Living in Southern California gives me the inspiration of light and atmosphere, but my broad, vivid landscapes that I create are from my memories of where I grew up in British Columbia. Those images live with you forever. When I want to create a stunning wilderness landscape or a mountainous lake, I go right back to when I was young. My studio is unique in that I have an eastern exposure. So in the morning I control my lighting through the shutters, and I'm able to direct the light onto the canvas area to essentially color correct, because I can get a very clean color. As the day progresses, I move the shutters because the sun is rising above and then sets into the west. Even when the sun is setting, I get a specific style or type of light that comes in through the windows. When I have one of my paintings sold, I never really know whether the same emotions and message that I'm trying to impart in this painting actually transcends to the collector. It's the human part of us that perceives what we see and what we feel as art, because we can go to that extra level, and there it becomes art. My inspiration will come from some emotional and visual impact, and then I will express it in my paints, in my mediums. I want people to see the remnants of the artist. I want them to see a piece of art. I'm telling a story, either it's a narrative story by what you see going on in the scene, or it's strictly an emotional story. It's a response that you have to a particular light effect, a view down a country road. You imagine what's at the end of that road or where it's leading you to, or it's nostalgic. It reminds you of when you were growing up, or it reminds you of an important time in your life. Maybe it was your first romance. You were in a setting just like you see in this painting. So it touches this on a very base level. Art is something that chooses you. Your ability to create in any kind of medium just comes innately, and it starts when you're very young. Certainly in my case it did. You feel this need to create all the time, no matter what you're doing. But it's not something that I think that you decide one day, you wake up and say, okay, let's go to school and be an artist. It has to come from within. Art is something that's always in your left ear telling you, yeah, it's time to paint. It's time to paint, David. You kind of follow the direction that all forces are leading you in. I have done other things in my life, but art is always the mainstay. It has been a constant in my life since I was 4 years old, and it's a constant today. Everything I do in my life revolves around creativity.
Hi, folks. Chappell back with you. That was David Lloyd Glover. You talk about a serious artist. You talk about someone that is internationally known, someone that has done everything right. People talk about the value of his art. That's why a lot of those people that you saw at Art Brilliance buying his art were paying 40, 50, 60,000. I can sell you his art, same type, for a lot less here tonight. And tell you what, I'm going to live a little crazy right now. Ashley? Yes? I'm going to live on the no, I'm not done yet. I'm talking the razor's edge here. Oh. Now you can say, wow. Can they see all three of them? Folks, we pretty much had them all up for, no, there was a different one. Oh, Caesar right here. Look at this. Garden State, a flower path for your love. There you go. There are 4 David Lloyd Glovers. I showed you a video I made on him a while ago. about why he is so famous. Why every stroke he puts oil or acrylic on canvas has been diligently placed there. He is that artist. He understands what makes paintings valuable over decades. These are 4 of his greatest paintings. I had them up at $1,500 each. Look, I'll sharpen my pencil. I was at $1,500, but call me up. Call Ashley up. Call Patty up. Call Giuliani up. Let us know. Right now, they were $1,500. Make me some offers. And someone's going to walk out of here with a David Lloyd Glover. I mean, you saw in that video his Beverly Hills shows where his art was selling for 50, 60, and 70,000. These are original David Lloyd Glovers. I'll frame them. Just tell me what you need to do. As I have about 9 minutes left, and then we get Dish Network on, and got all kinds of great stuff. My question is the first offer going to come to Ashley or Patty? And I hate to ask, but is that Giuliani under the desk? Well, I talk about too much mistletoe. Ooh. All right, someone's going to call. If it were me, it'd be the one on the very top. The one on the very top, that's a $45,000 David Lloyd Glover. Any day of the week and twice yesterday. That, look at that. What is the name of this one on top, Ashley? A Pathway to Love. A flower path for your love. Oh my goodness, that's a $40,000. Call me. Make me some offers. And I'll tell you what, I got an idea if they call. We were worried about you. Yeah. No, Ashley was speculating that somebody was blackmailing you about Romeo. And that Ashley wasn't sure if you were going to really pay him off or just kill him. So what'd you do? I'm not talking. Yeah, that's what she said. No offers. All of these were up for at least $1,500. Oh, I got a price in mind for the first one. Ashley?
Yes, sir.
I got a price in mind. If they call up right now, and I can't even say it out loud, but I get that one on top so fast. If somebody calls and asks, I will give you a price that will knock your socks off. I got, okay, no one interested in David Lloyd Glover.
You got 5 minutes till
Yeah. All right, I'm going to take these down. Ashley, here's what I am going to put up. Next coming up is BC 2866. Look at the back there, Magic Johnson Sports, sewn in the bottom. Now, this was done by Zax, a pop artist. And Magic Johnson signed the jersey right there, and you got the seal guaranteeing they witnessed the signature, the cert, and the picture of Magic Johnson signing your jersey. Well, we were playing that little docudrama on David Lloyd Glover. What did we see a price on this on eBay today for one similar?
Like
4,500, yeah. Hands down, that's usually your best price. List price, well, I'm going to beat that price, but we were talking when the David Lloyd Glover docudrama was playing about 1988 or 89 when Magic Johnson came out and made that press conference and said, I have HIV in my system. I have AIDS. And how that changed overnight, the way AIDS was perceived in a good way. And we were talking that another person, and I have no idea what I would have done, believe me, I'm not the guy to ask, but Freddie Mercury didn't come out and say, hey, I got this, you know, and I'm not sure that if he had, if it would have helped, but that took Magic a lot of guts, and Magic's still great shape. I have this one Magic Johnson signed Zax in Beverly Hills at Julian's Gallery. They had a Zax sell for over $10,000 in a little auction they had. Here's what I can do on this. I'm going to do. They're online, a few of them for $4,500, $5,500. Here's what I can do. I hope you're one of the people. I only have this one. I could auction it or I could just sell it. And this is valuable. $1,790. $1,790 for a Magic Johnson signed Zax made jersey. Look at that. Zax is a pop artist. And look at that. Oh, that'd be so cool. Yes, we can frame it. We can do all kinds of stuff. So give that a lot of thought. Never give up, Magic Johnson. Wow. And it's not $5,500 or $4,500 like the ones on eBay. It's $1,790. And give me a call. That's so cool. To have a picture of Magic signing your jersey.
Right.
Yeah, that is so cool. It's 7 o'clock. Are we up now? Matt, are we on dish? Camera 2. Hello, Dish Network. Merry Christmas. I'm looking forward to Happy New Year. I got a big show tonight. I got all kinds of stuff. Got 2 very, very, very rare Peter Macs. I have, oh my goodness, the last Schofield. I have 2 Charles Fizzinos, amazing artist. Got all kinds of stuff. Got the last Michael Schofield. Just showed some David Lloyd Glovers that didn't sell, but now that I got Dish, we're unstoppable, Wilson. Yes. And this due's to you, Mountain Dew to you, Wilson. Tell you what, I was just showing this. Here is Magic Johnson signing this jersey that Zax, the pop artist, has decorated. There is Magic signing his name. There is the seal from the sports company. You got everything you need on this. And earlier, before we started the show, Ashley, she always looks to make sure I have the best price. She saw one on eBay for $4,500. There was another one for $5,500. We found one as low as $4,500. Guess what? $1,790. And you can own the last Magic Johnson signed jersey, Lakers jersey, decorated by pop artist Zax. And there is the seal. You got everything you need here. So if you're out there and you're going, I love the Lakers, and I'd like to get something signed by Magic Johnson, that is a fraction of what everybody else charges. Zax does very well. Here was when the guy looks like he's throwing a bomb, but he's really throwing a bouquet of flowers. $5,000. Julian's in Beverly Hills sold a Zax for $10,000 at an auction. Zax is very famous, but Magic Johnson is a lot more famous. And to get all that for $1,790, got that for you guys tonight. And I am going to move Mr. Johnson right back over here. Stay. All right. Oh, you want to see something rare. That's all, folks, is the name of this 3-dimensional museum edition Looney Tunes 3D art from Charles Fizzino. Look at that, Wilson. Can you recognize some of the people in this Fizzino piece? Look at that. You got the Looney Tunes gang. What's the pig's name besides Pig?
Porky.
That's Porky Pig. Okay. There's Tweety Bird. Who? Misty? Miss Piggy. There's a hot tamale. I thought Putty Cat. I did. Say what? Look at all of this going on. 3-dimensional art. And Charles Fizzino keeps going up year after year. Here, this is 2014. Wile E. Coyote. That guy never learns. You'd think every time he saw an Acme, he'd go, this is going to hurt, but he doesn't. Look how this comes so far. Wilson, I don't know if they can see the three-dimensional to it, but it literally goes an inch, inch and a half off of the paper. Here is New York on Broadway, 3D, limited edition, $12,500. I printed this on September 18, 2014, 9 years ago, 9.5 years ago, and they want $12,500. Here is City of Love, 3D, $12,000. Same date in 2014. Now, look at this. $14,000 on Charles Fazzino, 3D serograph. The name of the serograph is I'll Take Manhattan. $14,000. He is a very famous artist. All of his work is sold out rare. This happens to be number 53 of 100. Now, look at this at $19,500. World Loves New York, 3D. And this is entitled, look at that, Looney World up here. All of Hollywood is in this. That's all, folks. There's the Martian up there. I'm going to give someone a heck of a deal. I mean, the Fazzino market, everything is sold out rare. Charles Fazzino is probably one of the best known pop artists and three-dimensional artists anywhere. And I even have a comp, if I'm not mistaken. Let me see if I have a comp on this piece. Nah. Here's what I can do, folks. I got some at 19,000. I got some at 12,000. I'd say in 2023, almost 2024, list price is probably going to be about 19,500. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Oh, look at that. Oh. I'm going to make this so cheap. I hope I have bidders. That's the only one I got. I haven't been able to get these in years. Look at that. It's perfectly framed and matted. Those characters are popping out 2, 3, 4 inches at you. This is too cheap, Ashley. I hope I had a few bidders, because if someone just opens and no follow-up, I'm in big trouble. Watch this. $1,500 to open, $100 increments. That's way too cheap. I like where it calls it Bollywood. Tell me where you can get a deluxe edition Charles Fazzino Looney Wood for $1,500. Custom framed, everything. And I'm so glad Dish Network is with us. Look at that. Well, that is one of my two Charles Fazinos. Now, stay. Oh, yeah, this one even says deluxe edition. Number 117 out of 150, deluxe edition. Holy Toledo. Ashley, look at this. This is Get a Taste of the World in New York City. Look at that. BC 2867. List 23,000. Look at that. And you see after the number where he tells you what number it is, it says DL Deluxe Edition, number 117 of 150 Deluxe Edition. Holy Toledo! There are dozens upon dozens, if not more. 3D art popping out 2-3 inches at you. All the famous restaurants. 23,000. Oh, I got a deal. Oh. Where would you put this to open? Ashley, if it was up to you. Where would you put this? Because is that showing, Wilson? I'm looking at the camera. How far out? Do you know how long it takes Charles Fazino to make a piece like this? Deluxe edition? That's stunning. 5,500 to open. 5,500 to open. $100 increment. Now, I got something better, Ashley. I'm going to make somebody so happy they're going to go, and I thought I got great deals at Christmas. Is that a dancing hamburger down there, Wilson? What is that?
Oh, it's
That's a banana coming out of the sewer.
yeah, is that pizza?
And then you got the... Tell you what I'm going to do.
It's like chicken and...
Oh, this is amazing. All right, I'm going to make someone a deal. I can't get art like this, but it's after Christmas. Here's what I'm going to do. Oh, this is too cheap, Ashley. Call me up. Make me some offers. I'll tell you what. I want to sell this to you. It is top of the world. It is Charles Fazino. And just to give everybody an update, this right here, Wilson, for folks on Dish, that's Pretty Boy Floyd. That's my new doggie that I rescued. And so far, it's been a happy story. This is how I found Pretty Boy Floyd. I found him at a dog park that I go to underneath a concrete picnic table. And I will just show you, give me a second. He was soaking wet like this. And Pretty Boy Floyd had been bitten in the neck by a coyote. And the coyote shaked him from side to side, breaking 5 of his ribs. That's why he's so tightly wrapped up. Now, Pretty Boy Floyd is doing very well. We're on day 5 now, and this is Pretty Boy in the car. He's a little guy. When I first got him, he only weighed 12.5 pounds. Now he weighs 13.5 pounds. And this is him. He goes to the bathroom like all dogs do. That's literally 8 feet out of my apartment. But he loves going on walks. He's just healing. And once again, 5 broken ribs. And I'll tell you, they got a good vet, but Wilson, after I paid the vet the first time I saw her, she's showing me how he has broken ribs and why she thinks that's a coyote that bit him. And I say, okay. And she says, look, I got to charge you for this visit and to tape him up and everything, $1,044. So I give the lady $1,044. She tapes him up. I'm getting ready to take him home, and then she says to me, but I must warn you, there's a better than 50% chance he's not going to live through the night. I'm going, you couldn't tell me that before you took my card, could you? No. And but anyway, it scared me. I looked at Pretty Boy Floyd, and he's becoming, that's him on the vet floor a couple days ago. He's got great poise. Yes. Not sure what kind of dog he is, but that is my Pretty Boy Floyd update. Now, I'm going to make someone a deal of a lifetime on this. I challenge you to get a deluxe edition cheaper than this. $1,700 to open, Ashley. You got a $23,000 Charles Fazzino deluxe edition. You will be amazed when you hang this on your wall. When you start looking at every inch, you'll see something different. You'll go, wow. At $1,700 to open. Look at that. Amazing. This has swords and crystals in it? Did I forget to mention this has swords and crystals in it?
Yeah, you did forget.
Oh my goodness. What am I doing? I know a lot of you are Christmased out, but we still haven't gotten to Festivus Day yet, where you get to clear your grievances. Okay. I am going to move this back. You want to see a really hard Peter Max to find? Right here. Excuse me. Look at this. This is a Peter Max silkscreen. Look at it. It's number 100 of 300. It's a lithograph though, right, Ashley?
Yes, sir.
And we'll pull up the graphics on BC 2871. Max Graphics is virtually out of these. Someone who sells a lot of Peter Max cruise ships. Say on the cruise ships, they tend to try and get $24,000 for this particular Peter Max lithograph. It is stunning. It's 38 by 33. Yeah, list price. A ton. Let's be safe. List price $28,000 on a cruise ship. Some people get 30, but let's just put $28,000. I'm going to make someone. Oh, look at that. That is so vivid. The entire edition, Peter Max graphics are out for all practical purposes. This is one of the hardest lithographs to get, and here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make someone a deal of a lifetime. $3,000 to open, $200 increments once we get the open. $3,000 to open. Yeah, this is amazing. Yeah, that's why it's one of the last ones available. People have been looking for this. Peter Max graphics are out. This was released a long time ago, and this is number 100 of 300. And on the cruise ships, they get $28,000. Unframed, Ashley. Oh my goodness. That's too cheap. Look at that. That is vintage Peter Max. That is a top of the line lithograph you could ever own from Peter Max. Yeah. That is stunning. All right. Where did I have this? Over here, right? Yeah. Careful is not my middle name. It's Greg. Greg Chappell. Careful wouldn't have worked. Very careful Chappell? No, it wouldn't have worked. My parents could have named me Bargainberry Chappell. That worked for a while. I started Bargainberry Shopping Network. I'm in my 33rd year. All right. You talk about a unique original by Peter Max. Oh, this is heavy. Well, it's not heavy. It's just, come on, Chappell. Be careful. BC 2872. You have the Peter Max registration number on the back. This original, unique original, was created by Peter Max in 2009. Look at that. It's called Peace 2000. It was a series he started in 2000. This particular version he made in 2009. It is stunning. Now, just to show you what unique, one-of-a-kind Peter Max originals like this, and folks, they are virtually out of all the titles. I wish Peter Max, he's now 86, and that was him maybe 20 years ago in his high limit room in Manhattan. Peter Max, official Super Bowl artist. Peter Max and Lee Iacocca raised over $300 million to refurbish the Statue of Liberty. Liberty heads that I used to sell were tripled. The wholesale price tripled about 6 months ago. I can't even get them. Official Super Bowl artist, you name it. Here was 9 years ago. Look at that. 8 years ago. 11/11/2015. Zero in purple, $80,000. Here is, he's painted cruise ships. Here is an airplane Peter Max painted. Peter Max is one of the all-time greatest pop artists. Here is Blushing Beauty. Unique original. Look at that. $40,000 9 years ago. This is acrylic on paper with the Peter Max registration number. That registration number is very, very important because you will see a picture of Peter Max signing your piece. Look at this right here. Here is Angel with Hearts, 2002. Retail price $80,000, asking price $61,300. This is my favorite piece by Peter Max. Never seen another one. Can't get them. They've been sold out now for 2-3 years. This is the only piece 2000 I could get. It is stunning. Retail. And folks, please don't faint. I'm not making this up. I know friends who are auctioneers on cruise line. One unframed, $110,000 is what they ask for you, Wilson. You, they might ask $112 just because, yeah. I'm not going to charge you $110,000 because I got the best prices on Peter Max's anywhere. Tell you what I can do, and this is a large Peter Max. $5,500 to open, $300 increments. It's a perfect Peter Max. Look at that. Ashley,
Hi.
are you still a tough mutter?
I am.
Can you show them the back corner of this? I'm a wimp. Wilson, you see what that says? There is your registration number. Peter Max Graphics has a picture of Peter Max signing it, and that's the registration number. And the Peter Max Graphics 2009. Unless you're watching this in China, which it says 9002, way into the future. Isn't that beautiful, Ashley?
It's so gorgeous.
Folks,
I love the colors.
it's one of the prettiest original Peter Maxes you're ever going to get.
Let's say hello to Michael and Cleo.
Michael and Cleo,
Sending you love.
which camera? This camera.
Oh,
Hi, Michael and Cleo. I hope everybody. Now you're hitting me on this camera. Oh, Wilson.
that's so funny. Hi, Paul.
Hi, guys.
Hi, Michael and Diane.
I hope you all had a great Christmas. But if you were like Wilson, ladies and gentlemen, and didn't get anything you wanted, I got it here tonight. And I got it cheaper than anybody, any gallery that are left, any eBay, they bay, whatever bay, I got it. And I will work you deals you cannot believe on Charles Fazzino, Peter Max, David Lloyd Glover, you name it. Tell you what I'm going to do, Ashley. I'm just curious. Grab my Schofield. Right there. I'm just going to auction it. Start at zero. $200 increments. This is the last Michael Schofield I have.
Would you like me to switch it out?
Yes. With your eyes closed and walk backwards. No, don't. You'd get hurt. And then we'd have to sue Wilson.
No.
Why would you let that happen, Wilson? Folks, this is the last Schofield I have. David Lloyd Glover knows and talks with Schofield. He literally closed down his studio. It's empty. He left. He's retired. Gone. So if you want BC 2748, here's your last chance. I'm starting at zero. $200 increments.
Barry,
Yes.
Cleo says have a safe and prosperous New Year.
Have a safe and prosperous New Year.
Yeah, from Cleo.
Thank you, Cleo. I will try. I really will. I'm going to try. I can't promise what's going to happen with. Nah, I'm going to leave you alone. Nah, I picked on you enough.
Open. We're going to go 425.
We have an open for 425.
No, Patty had the open.
Patty has the open.
I'm going 425.
Patty has 2. You got 425. We're at $425. Folks, I've known Michael Schofield for a very long time. And I respect him. He's been a very interesting guy. We are at 425. I can't buy one. Michael stopped painting. He retired. He's 76. I am at 425. Wow. That would be call 911. There's a robbery. Oh my goodness. 425. I can't buy it for that. Look at this. Uh-oh. Pretty Boy Floyd. What would you do, pretty boy Floyd? I've begged. Yeah, this is my dog. I'm keeping him. Had no code bars on him, nothing. What do you call him? What? Microchips, whatever. Yeah. All right, 425. Going once. Say it ain't so. 425. Going twice. I'm going to lose a ton on this painting. I've never been able to buy Michael Schofield's for $425. I've known him for 30 years through my mom's art gallery. I've sold some of his paintings. Sold one for $28,000 on TV. Let's see. We might have another bid. Hang on. This is crazy. This is Punish Berry.
Okay, we have 600 now?
600. Thank you. Folks, 6,000 is cheap. 600 is just absolutely amazing. Wilson, we had it going so well. Patty had broken that habit. We were doing so well. When we're down to one bidder, she used to use her index finger, but that's the second time tonight that she's not using her index finger. And it ain't her pinky or ring finger either. And it sure is not her thumb. How many bidders do I have? Okay, so we got two or one? Two. We are verifying. This is so cheap. $600. Going once. Last Schofield. $600. Hang on, we got two bidders. What does the second bidder say? Yes or no? Verifying, because I got this is the longest auction in history. 600 going once. 600 going twice. Fair. Final warning. All in. All said. Sold. Boy, that went cheap. Ay, 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 ay. Okay, folks. Talk to me. I'm a broken man now, Wilson. Yeah, Ginger's get okay with that dog. Ginger, I got to get her used to, pretty boy Floyd. Floyd's not scared of Ginger. He just kind of walks around going, I'm lucky to be here. All right. Let's do some business here. $28,000 on cruise ships. This is the last one. A dealer here in LA said he's ever seen. It's been out of the public eye for 4 or 5 years. This is a lithograph done by Peter Max. That's number 100 of 300. And it is $28,000 on cruise ships. And this is BC. Hang on, I'm going to be like the amazing Kreskin. BC 2871. Wow. I like the amazing Kreskin. He's still alive, Wilson. And a lot of people going, who the heck is the amazing Kreskin? He entertained people like Wilson and I when we were small children running around. All right, tell you what I'm going to do. Call me up, make me some offers. This is very rare. We had it up for $3,000 to open. Get me close and I'll just sell it to you right now. This is an incredible Peter Max. It's been years since people have come up, been able to see one of these. That is so vivid. Ashley, how come no one's calling me? Oh my goodness. Okay. I am going to $19,000 for Zeno, $110,000 unique original Peter Max, another for Zeno on this end that they wanted $23,000 for, and this Peter Max right here. I know, I'm clumsy. All right, Chappell, be careful. There we go. Now, Ashley, let's move this easel out of the way. And I'm going to get the glare. I'm not going to be able to get that glare away. Yeah, here's one thing I could do. I could put it like this.
Are you just showing the Peter Maxes?
These four and then my Michael J. I'm selling everything. Just call me. It's 2 days after Christmas. Call me. I'm going to make somebody so happy. Let me know which one you want. I'm going to make your day, your week, your month. You can say New Year's came early. You can't get... Yeah, let's see which one they're interested in. I got Magic Johnson signing a Zach's painted jersey. I have Peter Max's. I got it. Which one are they in? Right here. Look, this is literally $110,000 on cruise ships, but here's what I did. I had it up at $5,500 to open. Here's what I will do right now, and this is bottom. Well, let's original, unique original, acrylic on paper by Peter Max. And I just gave a way cheap price. So well, we're still here. Magic Johnson, Fazzino, Peter Max's. Somebody's going to want a heck of a deal. Oh, and let me put a David Lloyd Glover up. I'm back here. All right, Wilson. Here's what I need you to do, Wilson. All right, you hit him. You hit him hard. You hit him fast. They get up. You hit him again. You got me, Wilson. I never played sports. Okay. Well, let's see. I got that Zax. I'll work someone a deal on one of my Fazinos. Call me. I have some Sasha Bassaris left. Here's what I'm going to do. I'll tell you what. Rock, rock, rock bottom. I'm subsidizing your purchase. All right, let's see who Patty has on the line. Wilson, if you... On what? Yes. Oh, they're so close. I'll tell you what. And who is it? Miss E. All right, hang on. Miss E, I'll tell you what. I only need her to come up 100 more, but hang on. Miss E, I love you. I want to sell it. And Ashley told me what the final you could go up. I went, Missy killed me. All for $100. Can she come up $100? That's it. She's going to kill me. I sold to Missy. Whew. The vase is gone. Way too cheap. Way too cheap. But thank you, Missy. Missy, you can send flowers to the Underwood Undertakers. Yes. All right, that is gone. Now, thank you, Missy. I really appreciate it. I don't ever want to seem ungrateful. Yes. This is an original, unique original. This is $110,000 on cruise ships. Watch this. I'm walking over here. She's not going to want to kill me too, is she? All right. What is her first name?
Her first name is Emmy.
Say it what?
Emmy.
Emmy. All right. Someone said I should win an Emmy. No, all right, no. All right, they lied to me is what Patty said. All right. I'm going to lower this way down. I got to say this off the air. And that shipping kills me, but I will do that too. That's $110,000 on a cruise ship. It's the last one they have. This one was done in 2009 by Peter Max Graphics. It's been out of production, no one has one of these. You can't get this anywhere. It is huge, it is beautiful. Oh, look at that. It is stunning. Peter Max has been, Peter Max is 86 years old, 87. He's been suffering. His health is not the greatest. Look at Patty. She looks like Wall Street with Michael Douglas. Or what was that other movie? Patty had two. Okay. Someone get this one. This one is, for all practical purposes, off the market. This was first started in 2000. It's called 2000, Piece 2000. This one was done. What's that? I wish I could buy it for that. I'd buy every one I get my hands on at that. I can't but thank him anyway. I mean, we had this up for $5,500, and that was cheap. Yeah, your price $5,500. Tell you what I am gonna do. Ashley, can you let's bring the easel back. And here's what I'm gonna do. I'm curious. Are you whistling at me, for me, or to me?
I'm whistling at you. For you. To you. Oh my goodness, that was funny.
Yeah. All right.
All right. Ooh.
Yes. This has crystals in it. This is BC 2867. That is an amazing work of art. Yes. BC 2867. This one right here is, look at that white base, Sikorsky crystals. Look at this retail.
No, it's okay. But yeah, no, 2000.
Does that say list? 23,000. I'll tell you what. This is the last one I got. I can't get the Peter Maxes. Most of them are sold out, gone. Tell you what, on this $23,000 Charles Fazzino three-dimensional art, what I'm going to do, Ashley, this is so cheap, I probably paid more. I hope you're out there. This is 23,000 list. He is a very successful artist. 1,900 to open. $200 increments. Yeah. Yeah, I only got an hour approximately left. Hour and 7 minutes. Folks, nobody could get one of these at 1,900 to open, Matt. $200 increments. That's a $23,000 three-dimensional art by Charles Fazzino. I remember when I started on TV 33 years ago. My second year on TV, I had some Charles Fazzino, and they were amazing, and they would sell, but his market just keeps going up and up and up. He is considered a top-notch artist, and the list price on this is $23,000. 1,900 to open, Matt. That's crazy. Look at that. That's crazy money. I got comps here from 15 years ago. Or is 19,000. That is three-dimensional art. It pops 3-4 inches off the paper, 2 to 3 inches in a lot of places. Okay. Here's what I am going to do. Ashley, I need your tough mutter skills one more time to show the front and the back of this Peter Max. Don't jump, Chappell. How far is that? Like 13 inches? Is it more than a foot or less than a foot?
I'd say 13, 14.
How far do you think that is?
That's not far at all.
Is it more than 13 inches or less?
It's just about. Okay, hold on.
You wanna open the New York?
Oh.
Yes.
They are registered.
Register them, and we got the open. Yes, which was a steal. Yes. And Matt, pull the graphics back up at 2867.
There's Shake Shack.
There's Shake Shack.
Yeah, I love Shake Shack.
Shake Shack. I wonder if Shack has ever eaten at Shake Shack. He puts a lot of cheese and pepperoni on his pizza. Have you noticed that? But we got something to solve here. Oh, there's one right over there. Good. Because I think it's 13 inches, but let me just see. All right, are you watching, Ashley?
I'm totally watching.
I'm wrong. It's less than 12 inches. It's like 11 3/4.
I said just about.
Oh, man. You can still sprain an ankle with that if you land wrong. You know, I mean, I'm not saying I'm in top condition, Wilson, but, you know, you jump off an 11 3/4 inch stage, Patty, you could hurt yourself.
Is this the best number to reach you at?
Oh, that's amazing. We got it open at 1900.
27?
Boy, they're getting deals of a lifetime. Wow. And now this is only about 5 inches. I could survive that jump. You can do it. Don't do it, Barry. Don't do it. Can you jump off of that without hurting yourself, Wilson? Yeah, I'm not sure. I wouldn't hurt myself either. All right. This is an amazing. This is so cheap. It's 19,000. 23,000 on cruise ships. Do they have it? 1,900. Have they bid 1,900? Oh, they're getting a deal. What state are they calling from?
They are in Upper Marlboro.
Where?
Is it no, MD? What is it?
Maryland.
Maryland. All right. Yeah, that's close. Maryland to New York, not to here. We're in California. This is such a steal. 1,900 going once. This is too cheap. $1,900 going twice. Fair. And final warning, they're getting a deal of a lifetime. Tell them to tell all their friends about us, okay? Tell them to tell all their friends about us. All in, all said, sold. Way too cheap. Should have had this the week before Christmas. Not 2 days after Christmas. Now, that one is gone. I have only one other Charles Fazzino. That's all, folks. Now, that's not what I'm saying to you. That's the title. That's all, folks. Look at this. Looney Tunes. The Martian. That's Mel the Martian? Is that his name? Yeah, yours is already. Oh, we've already. Yeah, what's that?
The Pootie Cat Cafe.
Pootie Cat Cafe. Yeah. This is the only other Charles Fazzino I have. And this, I had a comp for 19,000. This is three-dimensional. And you got all of the Looney Tune characters. 2 on this one. It is absolutely stunning. Look at that. Wilson, you could not get in trouble for this. I promise you could not get in trouble. Looking at all of the Looney Tune characters, who do you think I come closest to? And who does Ashley come closest to? Now you got to let Wilson. We cannot influence Wilson. You can do Ashley first. Tweety Bird? All right. Wilson thinks Ashley is like Tweety Bird.
Okay, where's there?
Oh, Bugs Bunny.
Daffy Duck. Or wait, which one are you pointing at? Daffy Duck.
Daffy Duck. Well, thank you, Wilson. That's very kind.
That was awesome.
So the first Fazzino is sold. This is the second one. It is an amazing piece. This one is also 1900 to open. And I thank you for watching. Yeah, 1900 to open, Matthew. $200 increments. I got to start looking. You know, my sales, another job. You know what I think I could do well, Wilson? I think I could do this very well. Talk people off the ledge. Like when somebody's on the ledge threatening to jump, I am not going to tell them to jump. I'm going to talk them down. And what's that? I'd be very busy. Well, I'm not going to, I'm going to, let's say it's a guy. You think you got problems, dude? Oh. My wife ran away with my best friend and took my dog, and I miss them both. You know, I could tell you some stories, sir. Yeah. I miss the dog the most, yeah.
So the character Michael and Diane picked for you,
Uh-huh.
they picked Yosemite Sam or Foghorn Leghorn.
I like them both. I say, there's Yosemite Sam, and we're going to find Foghorn Leghorn. There he is, driving with a telephone. Wow, this is really cool. Now, it's This is so cool, especially if you have children 4 or 5 years old all the way through adolescence. They will see something different, have good memories of something that happened, and to have a three-dimensional one that comes several inches off the paper, and to have number 53 of 100 printer's proof. I mean, it's just stunning. Now, we are going to focus in on 2 pieces here. Before I get the Peter Max back up, I did an awful job explaining a very good piece. This was hand autographed by Michael Johnson. Now, the sticker on the back says Michael Jackson, Hardwood Classics. It has the year. I don't know what that represents. But you have the hologram and the seal. And there is Magic Johnson signing his name, and there is that important hologram saying that the Sports Outfit watched him sign it. And this, all the rest was done by Zax. It's signed by Zax, the artist. It's signed by Magic Johnson. And you have this little hologram from the sports company right there. Literally, Ashley and I were looking online right before the show, and we saw one, and this one's nice. Saw one for $4,500, which is a fair price. You're talking a Hall of Famer. You're talking about the Michael Jackson, the Magic Johnson. My God, I'm getting everything mixed up. And it's painted by Zax. But when I can sell something like this at a fraction of what everybody else gets, makes my day. I'll tell you what, $1,790. And if you want us to frame it for a small fee, we'll frame it. Well, you'll have it. That is the Magic Johnson. And all of that shirt was decorated by Zax, the pop artist. Look at that. I don't know where you're going to get a deal like that. Everybody else wants so much more. Get me close and maybe I can make this happen. What do they say?
Customer said, Tweety Bird, you're more like the Tasmanian devil.
Yeah, that is true. Good. And which customer is that? They're right.
That was Drew.
Drew, you're right. She is more like the Tasmanian devil. All right.
Michael and Diane said maybe Pepe Le Pew too.
Me?
For you, yeah.
Pepe Le Pew? Oh, my darling. I don't know I'm a skunk, is what they're saying. All right. Now, let's get really serious right here. Ashley,
Yes. Yes.
it's time. This could very well be the last piece 2000 I get. See that? Peter Max did this piece in 2009. Is that right, Wilson?
Yeah.
The piece is called Piece 2000. That is the 6-digit Peter Max registration number, where they have a picture of this piece in the Peter Max archives. If anybody says, hey, this isn't real, you have it. And at 86 that Peter Max is, you want that. You want the knowledge of knowing that the Peter Max archives has a picture of Peter Max signing this piece. Now, no one believes me till they take a cruise. Matt, the item number on this piece is BC 2872. Now, people go, it can't be 110,000. Take a cruise, please. No one believes me till they take a cruise and they call me back. And Patty, Ashley, Juliet will tell you they've all said, I've been low. Yeah, when Barry says it's 20 or 120, it's really 150. And they show you a lot of films about Peter Max and talk about him being German and that his parents in 1937 were smart enough to leave Berlin, where he was born, and they moved to the Orient, where he spent the next 10 years. Many of his family was killed in the Holocaust, the Maxes. I think his real name is Finkelstein, and he became, once he got to the United States, he started painting under the name Peter Max. He and Lee Iacocca, Peter Max was depressed in the late 70s because the Statue of Liberty was closed. He was watching a Chrysler commercial where Lee Iacocca came on, and he knew Lee Iacocca, and he called him up, said, this is depressing. The Statue of Liberty's been closed so long. Together, Lee Iacocca and Peter Max raised $330 million, and they reopened it with Ronald Reagan when he was president in 1980s, I believe, or 82. They were all on hand. Nancy Reagan invited Peter Max to the White House, where they painted angels and Statue of Liberty on the White House lawn. I've had a few of them that say painted on White House lawn. This right here is beautiful. This is so out of print. There are none left. You're looking at the final archival pieces that Peter Max Graphics has. I mean, when you talk about 110,000, Peter Max is that famous times 10. Now, folks, I've done everything I can. I could be like other networks and put this up for 28,000 or 30, and they get it. I don't do that. I give my best, and I like to get repeat customers because I've been doing this now. I'm in my 33rd year. Getting old, Wilson. I got to find a real gig. I'm going to talk people out of jumping off of buildings. Do they pay you per person you save? And in the rare case you don't save somebody, do they deduct that? How does this whole gig work, Ashley? Could I talk you off a building, Ashley? She wasn't paying attention. She wasn't paying attention. All right, folks. I'm talking, these are so expensive. This is out of print. This could be the last one you ever see for sale. I had a 5,300. That is an original, unique original Peter Max acrylic on paper. That's virtually 1/20th, 1/22nd of what they're charging on cruise lines. And theirs don't come framed. Mine is framed. Mine has the Peter Max registration number. You get everything with this, and it is beautiful. And look, I hope Peter Max lives a long time. He's already 86 and had several bouts of different illnesses in his life. I'm just saying, once Peter Max goes, I can only imagine where the piece like this is going to be. I have no knowledge of when that would happen. The people that have seen him lately, I had a friend of mine see him about 2 years ago. He said he looked very gaunt, very pale. He met him in an elevator, and he was a little surprised, very skinny. And so I've offered this so cheap, I can sense it. Someone's getting ready. Someone's getting ready to call. And folks, this is, if there's any way you can swing it, I would. I had my favorite piece, Angel with Heart. About 10 years ago, I had it. I put it for everybody. No one opened. I bought it for myself because I was an outside vendor. And about 2-3 years ago, I sold it. I've never been able to find another one. And the ones I come across, they want 110. Look on this one. It says retail 80,000, asking price 61.3, and that was 8 years ago, 7 years ago. So when I have something this large, that cheap, I hope you're out there. Yes. Who's calling? Miss C? And what state is she in? Utah? It's yours, Miss C. But you got to speak. Camera 2, Miss C, please speak highly of me, because I want to be the guy talking people off the roof. I don't want to be the guy on the roof, because I'd miss. When they pull out that net and tell people to jump, I'd miss, Wilson. I'd go, okay, here I go. Boom. Thank you. This is sold. Thank you.
She's going to send you 1 million clients.
I appreciate it.
He appreciates it.
To talk off the roof or to buy art?
Wait, 1 million clients to talk off the roof or to buy art?
What'd she say?
To buy art.
Oh, good. Thank you, Miss C. This is sold. Now, we come to Wile E. Coyote on an Acme rocket. This is I got the comp, $19,000. Take a look at this. This is stunning. Whew. I thought I was out of nicotine gum there. I was on Christmas Day. And there's not a whole lot of places you can buy nicotine gum on Christmas Day. Yes, look at this. This is Charles Fazzino. The Charles Fazzino that I printed this comp right here on 9/18/2014 for World Loves New York 3D. $19,500 on eBay. eBay. And that was 9 years ago. That's all, folks. All the different Looney Tune characters. Look at that right there. There's Bugs Bunny. Movie being filmed, yes. That is three-dimensional. It comes out several inches off the paper. Yeah, retail $19,500. And I will open this up for $1,900. A tenth of retail. And I do want to say this. If you do have children, this is exactly the type of art you want to get. It stimulates imagination. And teenagers, yes. This is an amazing piece. At 1900, look at that. He's riding an Acme rocket, Wilson. Is that Wile E. Coyote? I feel sorry for him because he falls for the same bit every time. He runs into a wall that's painted like a tunnel. Yeah, Porky Pig. I like him. Yosemite Sam. Pepe Le Pew. Does Pepe Le Pew know he's a skunk? He doesn't? He thinks he's just a really good-looking cat. But everybody else knows he's a skunk. Well, folks, 1900, give me a call. Now, I have some Sasha Bassaris left. I have a lot of cool art. All right, I'm going to... Oh, man. That's all, folks. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to give this one last try, but I'm going to turn this into an auction. Magic Johnson signed. A picture of Magic Johnson signing the piece. You have the hologram from the sports company that witnessed his signatures. All of the other art was put on by Zach's. And here's what I'm going to do. Oh, this is too cheap. Too cheap. Folks, hell, let's pull up the graphics on the Magic Johnson. Yeah. We had a $4,500. We just pulled one up on eBay for $4,500. Watch this. I'm going to lower it more. This is bottom. I don't even think you could get one because what Magic charges to sign and Zach's, and it's got the hologram and everything. Ashley, I'm auctioning it $1,500 to open. $1,500 to open, $100 increments. And that is a deal beyond deals. What am I doing? Yes.
How big is your ball of used nicotine gum now?
Well, I haven't added to it. It weighed in at 195 pounds, and it was more than 6 feet around with a ruler, with a tape measure. It is the world's largest chewed medicated gumball. Page 3 in Ripley's, believe it or not, published in 17 different countries and 11 different languages, Wilson. I'm famous.
I remember the stench.
What?
I remember the stench. Walking into the studio, you could smell it. When
It smelled great, though. Smelled like mint, you know? I mean, it was...
like, oh, what is that?
Oh, when I run out of gum, you got to believe me, there was a time or two when I was tempted just to lick the ball.
It was gross.
Yeah, I was. And Giuliani gets mad at me for dumpster diving after Christmas. You should have seen all the great stuff I came up with. I mean, my gosh. They throw away so much good food, Wilson. Pop-Tarts, so they're a little bit moldy. Hey, you know what good mold will make, Giuliani? No, penicillin. Yeah, that's what Fleming discovered. Some people think he was a genius. Other people think he was a little lazy and didn't clean his dish right. You can get doctors fighting over the Mr. Fleming and his invention. No one's going to open at 1500. Okay. Now, I want to show you some Sasha Bassaris. Now, just so you guys know who Sasha Bassari, how long is that Sasha Bassari deal? That's Matt's favorite. Matt was crying when I didn't give it to him.
Not too late. Not too late.
No, I might. I just want to see how long this, I think it's probably 9 or 10 minutes, but I'm not sure. Because Sasha Bassari is one of the greatest artists I've ever met. He represents a school of thought known as gentle surrealism. It's surreal, but it's toned down. It's not 3 noses and 5 ears. It's not Picasso. It's not Dali. It's a different type. 15. Tell you what, we can probably cut the last 3 minutes off of it, Matt. I just want him to see who Sasha Bassari is. I'm going to show you what his works look like framed. It's called Catcher of the Silence. This is a genius. Take a look at this.
I would describe my work and myself as a catcher of the silence, because the main thing that I want to express is that stillness and different gradations of it. Festive stillness, twilight stillness and lyrical stillness.
Искусство — это то,
Art is a thing I cannot live without.
ты всегда писал картины.
In my mind, I have this need to paint, and that's what I do.
Обязан рисовать, я рисую.
If I'm not painting for a week, I feel like I'm not alive.
Неделю не порисую, всё,
I need something to do.
надо что-то
I
делать.
even paint on vacations because I just cannot live any other way.
Ну, рисовать я начал с самого
I started to draw when I was a kid. First, it was in the kindergarten, then in school, then at the studio, and I never doubted it. It was always a sure thing. So at the age of 15, I attended art school. I always knew that I would become an artist. It was in my subconscious. Then I attended the College of Art at Nizhny Novgorod. That was a very fun period of my life because we were getting a lot of new experiences in art. We were learning from each other and competing at the same time. In college, I was the only one who was painting something outside of the course. I would stay up late at the studio and paint and paint. One day, we did an outdoor painting of a still life setup. Everybody drew it the way it's supposed to be drawn, but I did it my way. I drew it from the perspective of the grass, so the subject was far away on the canvas. I was ridiculed by my teacher for that, but I was doing what I really wanted. I wanted to observe the magical world of plants, the world of beauty that is created from almost nothing. I wasn't fighting against the Soviet system. I was fighting against my teachers at the art school. They wanted me to draw like they were doing it, but I wanted to do it my way. They reprimanded me, but they had to deal with it. In my last grade, they almost kicked me out of the school, but then they finally decided to leave me alone. After that, I went to study at the Academy of Fine Arts in St. Petersburg. I studied monumental painting. We studied mosaic, murals, stained glass, and other courses. When I was young, I got interested in Buddhism. I read lots of books about Chan Buddhism and Zen Buddhism. Then I forgot it completely, but there was something that was left inside of me. That sense of silence and pause stayed in my inner condition. It's so strange that some people see it in my work, because I'm not instilling that into my paintings intentionally. There are a lot of places in St. Petersburg that I love, the whole downtown area. When I was studying in the Academy of Fine Arts, I liked to go to Tavritsky Garden, Summer Garden, and the Fontanka River embankment, with all those beautiful houses there. Ever since I started working in the studio, I go on a walk every day to the Pier and Paul Fortress. This is my favorite place in the city, because here you can see and smell the Neva River, and there is a great view on the Old St. Petersburg, the Hermitage Museum and places like that. I love this place the most right now. I also like the Nikolsky Cathedral area. It's very beautiful over there. The characters I use for my works are existing among us. They're just normal people, but I see something in them. Something that catches my eye when I walk past them. Something clicks in my head when I see somebody's look, or spirituality, or aura. It catches my mind right away. It can be a character from this world, but he brings something from that other world. There is something unique in the person or character. I'm like an antenna, like any other artist. I'm just receiving signals. Before I'm going to start to work on a piece, I must feel the passion to paint. That's why I need something to push me to do it. Usually, I just sit on the couch and stare at the canvas in front of me. It can go like that for days, until something will inspire me. Because I can't paint without it. That's why my mind is always tuned to receive that impulse. It may come from anywhere, and when it comes, I start to paint. The process is on. The small details inside of my head are coming together to form one picture. I never use a pencil on a canvas. First, I paint it over, and then I start to dig things out from the chaos. Like a sculptor starts to shape a stone, I do the same with the brush. Sometimes that stone cracks, so I have to paint it over again. And then something starts to come out from that other world. It's like magic. I'm trying to reflect the sense of stillness and calm in all of my work. I'm trying to pause the world. It's a view from the inside or from the outside. It's hard to explain. It's like an entrance to something transcendental. Well, there is this condition in my soul, and no matter what I'm painting, my characters need to reflect that inner condition, that sense I have. Until I feel that, the painting is not finished. For example, when I'm finishing my painting, right when I see that it's turning out, I get that sense of eternity and a pure happiness. At that time, nothing exists for me anymore. Nothing at all. But, of course, it's an illusion. It's an instant moment, but a very happy one.
Wilkes-Barre Chappell. I wanted to give you a flavor of Sasha Basari. He's a master graduate from St. Petersburg Academy of Art in St. Petersburg, Russia. He graduated from the Pushkin Art College and he got his master's at the St. Petersburg Academy of Fine Art. What you notice with Sasha Basari is a 1 in a million gift. You look into the eyes of whoever he's painting. That person or animal knows you, you know them. It's the most uncanny deal. One of the weirdest things I've seen in 33 years on TV. This piece right here, look at that. That boy knows you. You know that boy. The dog on the bottom knows you. You know that dog. What I also like a lot about Sasha Basari, one of the greatest museums on the planet, is the Hermitage in St. Petersburg. That's the roof of the Hermitage, where Sasha Basari takes some of his favorite paintings and auctions them off, where all the proceeds go to help the stray cats and dogs of the Hermitage. He loves animals. Now, Sasha Basari, here's the one photo I took of Sasha Basari where I think he looks like Brad Pitt. Just me, maybe it's just me. Does he look a little bit like Brad Pitt there? Yeah, okay. I mean, that is devotion. And, you know, I've been in the Hermitage, I've been on the roof, I've been on Sasha Basari's roof in St. Petersburg when we filmed that documentary. It's absolutely amazing what he does for the stray cats and dogs. I don't know if this was 2010, 11, or 12, but he had a cat that's no longer with him, a beautiful cat. Here was Hitachi Online 12 years ago, almost 13 years ago, where they have a Sasha Basari 15,000. Now they're 35,000. This is an amazing Sasha Basari. Retail 35,000. I'm going to charge you so much less than 35,000. Now, Ashley, can you? I got a couple more I want to show, but I want to show people how nice they look framed up. Stay, doggy. This is Matt Jackal's favorite piece right here. It's right there.
You want me to take it out of plastic?
Nah, that one we can leave in plastic because take a look at this. Look at the blue eyes. Look at the girl. This is BC 2811. Look at that. Orchids. You get the Russian canvas, you get everything. Gentle surrealism. This one that I'm going to show you right now, I thought would have been the first one to sell. I thought everything you would want in a Sasha Basari. Look at the eyes. Painted in 2023. Look at that boy holding the bird. Absolutely stunning. This is BC 2813. That is a perfect Sasha Basari. Absolutely perfect. And I'm going to work you guys deals no one on the planet could work. And Ashley, just real quick, let me just show them what one frame looks like. This one's not available. I just want to show you what it looks like framed, and then I am going to offer you a chance on some Sasha Basari. Look at Pierre.
You're all framed.
Yeah, we can frame your Basaris.
How beautiful is that, Harry?
Pierre is great. What's the guy's name that was commenting on it? Mr. Happiness. Who was that?
You mean, Matt? Guillermo?
No,
Jay.
Jay. Now, here's what I can do, folks. I hope you see a Sasha Basari you like, because I'm going to work you some deals. What did I lower these all the way down to, Ashley? Really? That cheap? All right, folks. These are $30,000 as Tachi online. There were a couple galleries in Florida that were $4,500 for a little picture. A large one like this would be $28,000. Here's what I can do. $1,595. And if you want me to frame it, I'll tell you what I'll do. The first one I sell tonight at $1,595, I'm going to frame it for him for free, Ashley. But can you hold one of these? Can you grab one of these, Ashley?
Yes, sir.
Hi, Barry Chappell, coming to you.
You want me to grab the,
That one should have sold so fast.
right? Look at this
Yeah.
doggy.
That one and the one on the easel. The one on the easel, ladies and gentlemen. You frame this, I'll frame it for you. That's $1 million Basari. That is gentle surrealism at its best.
This one, you could say you saved Floyd. Rename this Saved Floyd.
Hey, that is Floyd. That is Pretty Boy Floyd.
Pretty boy Floyd.
You know, I had to put the boy in it because I thought it was a girl. And then the vet was making fun of me. I go, no, it's a girl. And the vet, who was a lady, said, well, then what's that? And I said, oh, boy.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Oh boy, pretty boy Floyd.
Yeah.
We're going to have some real fun. We just outnumbered Ginger.
Yes, we did. So, folks, here's what I'm going to do. $1,595. First one that calls, I'm going to frame it for free.
Basari party.
Basari party. I would be so all over this one on the easel, or the one Ashley has, the tricone hat. Those two should be 12, 14, 15,000 in a gallery, and you're getting the best of the best. So give that some thought.
Think about how many stories these Basaris would tell.
They talk to you. They really do.
They do.
They talk and talk and talk. And
Talk a little bit more.
yeah, and I have the Magic Johnson over there. If anybody's interested in that.
And the Glovers.
The Glovers.
Glover.
You call him Glover.
I do.
David Glover, which is fine. I still have That's all, folks, by Charles Fazzino. But here, tell you what, I'm selling this right now. All right. Ashley, what's my cost on this? Because this is going to be sold right now. Do it again. Ooh. Oof. Right now, rock bottom, $1,400. And that is a deal of a lifetime. And if you want a David Lloyd Glover, call me. That's all, folks. Charles Fazzino with the Road Runner and everything else right here. Ashley, on BC 2868, what did I pay for that? Because this is, I got comps at 19,000. Tell you what I'm going to do. I got a special off-the-air price on that last Charles Fazzino about Hollywood. Call. I only got 9 minutes left and I'm off the air for tonight. I hope Jack invites me back. Yeah, call. I got a late night off the air price on the Charles Fazzino. Yeah, call for a late night, and that is, I got a comp for 19,000. I got a price. Is that you, Ashley? Hey, Ashley.
Hey, Barry.
Did you get your permit? After all I told the people, they still give it to you?
They still gave it to me, yeah.
All right. Did you think it'd be that easy, Wilson? She got a permit for an AK 147.
Just a 47. AK-47, not 147.
No, you got the extra deluxe 147. Not only does it shoot forward, it shoots backwards. That's why you got to really... No, she didn't get a gun like that. I don't have a gun. I wouldn't trust myself with a gun. I'd be like Barney Fife. I really would.
I actually shoot really well.
You shoot really well. What do you shoot?
Targets.
Target's good. I got a really special price. The call is free, 855-474-6778, and it is a toll-free call. And I will give you a price on the last Charles Fazzino. I have a $19,000 comp in my folder right there. And on the Sasha Bassaris, call me. I want to sell one more thing.
What's the best for your Fazzino?
I'll tell you my best.
What is it?
Yeah, it's I got 6. Yeah. And that's it's got a $19,000 comp. Would
Said I have a 50 cal.
what?
Customer thinks I have a 50 cal instead of an AK-47.
A 50 caliber?
Which he's not shooting.
Well, no. When I was a kid growing up, I used to be a very good archer. I could win contests and everything. but I got in a fight with my older brother, and I shot him, and he's all right. I shot him right between the eyes and his nose. Hey, I was 14 and a half. He was beating it, and he was 16 and a half. My mom had to drive him to the hospital in a station wagon because the arrow was right here. No, look, it didn't put his eyes out or anything. He doesn't have a scar anymore.
Really good shot.
Yeah, Wilson, I'm not making this up.
Oh, we know.
From 35 feet, right between the eyes. My dad broke every single arrow I had. He broke every bow I had. He told me, you have no idea how my parents and everybody else guilted me for the rest of my life. But that was a hell of a shot, Ashley. I mean,
It sounds amazing.
but that ruined that dream. It saved me probably. Folks, call me. I got, which one do they want? All right, I'll tell you what, I'll even lower the Vicino a little more, but on the, watch this. What is that, Patty? One Adam 12, one Adam 12. Please send emergency 51. Show host and operator are down. Something about bow and arrow. Cameraman shot with an arrow. When operator holds out an AK-147. You sure corrected me fast. She's going, it's a 47, Barry. AK-47. All right. Well, folks, I only have about 3 minutes left. If you want a deal on the Magic Johnson signed jersey, there's a picture of Magic signing it. There's also the hologram. I have 2 minute piece of love to you, Wilson. On the Fazino, I'll work you a great deal. Call me. And I want to thank you. I believe next week I'm going to have the original artwork of, I call him my cowboy artist, but he is Gregory Wilhelmi. The second most famous person from Butte, Montana. Do you know the most famous is? Evel Knievel, Robert Crane Knievel. You ever watch Evel Knievel jump?
Yeah.
I loved his theme song. I do as I please with the greatest of ease. All right. Well, folks, thank you. We still have time for one more sale. Yes, and that too. Hi, Barry Chappell. I got to dye my hair. I'm all white, Wilson. Hey, Wilson, what are you going to do tomorrow? Yeah. Are you going to sleep here or are you going to go home?
I hope I can go home.
Does Matt lock you in sometimes? Yeah. I've heard about it. Folks, we love you. We're going to ship this fast to you. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching my show. I really appreciate it. I know you have a lot of choices spending your money. I just want to thank you for choosing me. It means the world to me. And I look forward to seeing you again, and just be safe. And thank you for letting me come into your house and show you my wares. And Buford, don't kick that dog. Buford, we know where you live. Buford, you know what would happen if I put your address up on the screen on this network? They get you, Buford. Hey,
Happy New Year!
Happy New Year. Bye, bye, bye. And bye. Goodbye.